So you're trying to decide, should you have a paid community or a free community? Which one's really going to grow your business? So today we're going to break down the pros and cons of having a paid or a free community so that you can decide which option is going to work best for you and your business. Let's go ahead and dive right in. If you're ready to build your thriving community and you're trying to figure out what platform to use, I want you to check out one of my favorite platforms, which is Kajabi. You can build your community, host memberships, online courses, coaching programs, email marketing, your website, your funnels, and so much more. So if you are interested in checking it out, I have a 30-day trial where you can see if it's a good fit for you. And also you can get some exclusive bonuses that I have for you that will help making launching so much easier and faster. So you can check that out in the link below. Hey there, Brittany Darrington here, and welcome to the Template Society channel where we help coaches and creators to build an online business, saving time and saving their sanity by using templates. Now, before we dive into this video series, I definitely want you to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss a thing and you can get notified of some of our upcoming videos. Also, if you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know if you are looking to build a community below and what type of community you're looking to create. All right, so there are a lot of pros and cons when it comes to having a free community and a paid community. And ultimately, there's no right or wrong answer. It's all about your goals and what you are looking to achieve in your business. So as I share about the free community, the pros and cons, and the pros and cons when it comes to a paid community, I still want you to think what's going to work best for me and where I'm currently at. So I know a lot of people kind of get stuck in this place. I want you to pick an option and just know that you can change it at any time. So let's go ahead and dive into the free community and let's talk about the pros of having a free community. So this is a really great way for you to grow your audience fast. Maybe you are just getting started and you're looking to use a community as more of a lead magnet. You're not necessarily looking to use it as a recurring subscription or things along those lines. You can definitely grow your audience super fast by having a free community. You have seen those different communities like Facebook groups and all that great stuff where people are jumping in these groups and interacting and connecting. That is a great way for you to build your audience. And then when the time comes for you to present a paid community or another paid product in your business, you can present that to your audience. Now, when you have a free community, it is easier to invite people to your community. They're more willing to say, yes, I'll sign up without having to think about it or having to better understand what is this? Is it right for me? We do want to make sure that we are attracting the right people though. We don't want to just have a whole bunch of people for vanity reasons, but instead we want to have quality people who are in there for the right reasons so that then they can be able to properly participate and not just go doormat because they just joined to join. Now, having a free community is also really great for the early stages of building your business. I know when I first started out, I did not have anyone on my email list. I didn't have a social media following. So who was I going to be talking to? My family members and friends, right? And so when I started to invite people I felt were great to be in my community, at the time it was a Facebook group, I started to invite those individuals that I felt like, hey, I know you're looking to achieve XYZ and I help with XYZ. I would love to bring you into this community. It was a great way for me to just start to connect with my ideal customer. So it's really great for your beginning stages of your business when you are really just trying to figure out who you're serving and really get more information from those individuals. Okay, so there are a lot of great benefits when it comes to having a free community. Let's talk about the cons though that you may experience if you have a free community. So you might not have a strong commitment level from the individuals who have joined your free community. You might have people who joined, they have no skin in the game. So if they show up, they show up, or if they, see something that they like, they'll interact. But other than that, they don't really participate in the community. They don't show up to live events. They don't really participate in meetups or challenges and things like that. And so they're in there. It's a great, growth for your community, but it's not necessarily them interacting and committing to what it is that they signed up for. With the free community, you might even find it hard to monetize from time to time because people are so used to the free version. And so they're like, why should I upgrade to a paid version or a paid product when I have this for free? And so you might find that a lot of people like to stay in that free section versus make their way to the paid product. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't want you to get your thoughts where you think everybody in your free community is going to join every paid product you have. That's not going to be the case. Instead, they are going to kind of question, should I join? Should I not join? And you're going to have a lot of people who say, you know what? I just want to stay in this free content over here. I don't want to necessarily make my way to the paid content. And that might be over time that they start to make their way to the paid content. But sometimes when it's free, they just want to stay in that free section and remain there. Okay, so now that you know the pros and cons when it comes to a free community, let's talk all about the pros of a paid community. So when you have a paid community, you get more commitment from individuals because they're like, you know what, I'm paying for this, let me show up, let me participate. That's not always the case, but for a lot of people, they feel like, hey, I paid for this, it's important for me to at least get benefits and, you know, be able to get value out of what it is I'm paying for. Now, another benefit of having a paid community is that you have some recurring revenue. Whether you are charging a weekly or a monthly or a quarterly type of recurring revenue, it's important for you to kind of get an idea of what's happening in your finances. And by having this paid community, you're able to get an understanding of what you might be able to generate in the upcoming weeks or months. So having a paid community allows you to plan and forecast for your business. Hey, I know I'm getting $1,000 just from my community every single month if I have XYZ people in there. And it just helps you to plan accordingly when it comes to your business. Now, another pro when it comes to a paid community is that people have a higher perceived value when it's paid. They believe that when they show up into this paid community that they're going to get better value and better service and just better tips and strategies and resources than within the free version. And so I want you to think about when you are creating your community, how can I really make sure that I am providing value, that my audience just really sees the difference between a free community versus a paid community and so much more. Now, with a paid community, it's also easier for you to invite your audience to other paid content in your business. You can invite them to courses, coaching programs, live events that you may have. This is a really, really great way for you to provide more premium content to your audience. And they have already said yes to your membership, and they are more likely to buy from you and want to work with you in other ways as well. Okay, so let's talk about the cons of a paid membership. You might see slower growth, especially if you are new to building your audience and you don't necessarily have a large audience to kind of work with, and you are, you know, just kind of getting your feet wet with building your email list and social media and connecting with your audience on the channels that they may show up on. So it might start off a little bit slow initially, but that doesn't mean it always will be slow. You can eventually grow further than that. You might be doing paid ads and things to help speed up the process, but sometimes it starts off a little slower than a free community. Now, another con of the paid community is really positioning yourself. It is going to require you to have a strong marketing plan so that you can get people over to your community. You want to be able to show up in the places of where your ideal customers are showing up, do collaborations and partnerships if you can to help get people to your community, do email marketing, and really create a brand and help educate your audience on what this product is. Now, with the paid community, it is important that you have a content schedule. Now, I would recommend this in both a free and a paid, but one of the cons for a paid is that you might feel like you need to over deliver and you need to provide a ton of content. Now, I'm not about providing so much content where it's overwhelming for you and your clients who are in there. But the main thing is, since this is a paid community, you need to stay consistent. And I highly recommend you stay consistent even in that free community, but you need to stay consistent. And if you're not able to do that, that might make it a little challenging for people to want to stay within your actual paid community. So how do you choose which model is going to be the best fit for your community? If you are looking to grow your community really fast, you're just looking to really grow your audience and you really need to build that audience first, I recommend starting with a free community. If you have an established community, you have an email list, it doesn't have to be some big crazy number, but you have a brand, then you can definitely get started with the paid version of a community. And if you're looking for consistent revenue, recurring revenue, all that great stuff, a paid community will help you to achieve that. Now, you can use different pricing systems to see what works best for you. Some people like to start off with low tier community prices that might be $7 to $9. Some people like to do more $19 to $39 price ranges. And some people like to have more premium communities where it might be $99 an app. So I want you to pick the price that's going to work best for you, and feel free to change things as you learn more about your audience and see what works best for them. Okay, so there you have it. I want you to decide if you're going to go with a free community or a paid community so that you can better serve your audience, and just know that you can change that at any time. If you're looking to build your community and you're not sure what platform to build this on, I highly recommend that you check out Kajabi. I have a 30-day trial for you that will allow you to jump on, see if this is a good platform, and see if it's a good fit. And also I have some exclusive bonuses that will help making launching so much faster. You can check that link out below. Okay, I will see you in the next video series where we're going to dive in deeper into how to build your online community.